Alrighty, what is up, y'all? Spencer K here. We're back for another episode of NASCAR 25, 100% race length, 100% difficulty career mode, season 3, week 2, truck series. First season in the trucks. We did 2 seasons of ARCA. We've finally moved up to the trucks. Brand spanking new truck, man. No upgrades whatsoever, but we got the job done at Daytona. Last lap pass, last corner pass. Actually got him in the trioval officially, I think. Took home a win. What a race. Race of the series so far. Race of my life. That was top 5 out of every NASCAR game I've ever played, man. I mean, just terrible, terrible car, right? Brand spanking new. Fresh out of the factory. No upgrades whatsoever. All stock. I mean, just nothing. We survive, we strategize, we make the right moves. And when we make the wrong moves, they didn't hurt us that bad. We made the wrong moves at the right time, apparently. We just could not make any mistakes at Daytona. It's going to be the exact opposite here at Atlanta, also known as Echo Park Speedway. We're going to get into it. We are going to upgrade the car. I should have Tier 2 upgrades available. I mean, we will sure see. We got work for the week and new sponsor interest. Before we even do that, let's go to Parts Store because I am curious. Yes, we do have Tier 2 gear. So here's the problem, right? I'm going to look at all the Tier 2 gear. We got $40,000 from Daytona, so that is going to cover an upgrade to Tier 2. I'm going to talk strategy, so I'm going to go ahead and do it and kind of explain it as I do it. Hopefully it makes sense. It's by Tier 2 body. Yes, install it. We want to install it here in Race 2. Yes, just like that. And then we move over to chassis. And let's just go ahead and do this for every single part, and then I'll explain it, I guess. That makes a little bit more sense, just so I don't make a mistake. Yes, $8,000, that is expensive, but it is going to be well worth it. Whoops, don't want to buy 2 of them. And then finally, we got the suspension here. So we have level 2 gear for every single part on our truck going into Atlanta. Now, let's go to urgent tasks and work for the week because this is going to make a little bit more sense. We will evenly distribute it because it's not going to matter. So this is a screen I want. So on the left side of your screen, you can see race 2 out of 25, all Tier 2 gear on the left. That is going to be this week at Atlanta. Now, on the right, we still have level 1 gear going into Las Vegas. Now, what I kind of want to do is step stool it or ladder it. I don't know what you want to call it. Essentially, we only have to buy gear for each car leveling up every other week. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. So, week 1 Daytona, the truck on the right is the truck we ran at Daytona. It was level 1. Week 2, the truck we run at Atlanta is on the left here. We'll upgrade it to level 2. Going into week 3, race 3 there, the EcoSave 200 at Las Vegas. The same truck we ran at Daytona that was Tier 1. We're going to upgrade to Tier 3. We can skip Tier 2 on that truck, save a little bit of money, and then same concept. So the truck on the left will always be even number upgrades. The truck on the right will always be odd number upgrades until we get maxed out, and we can max out both trucks. Now, from my experimentation, once we hit Tier 4, tier and above, I mean, we can run pretty dang well, especially combined with how good we have been strategy-wise throughout this series so far. So really, these first couple races are going to be a wash. We can only upgrade 1 tier at a time per race. So last week, Daytona, no upgrades. This week, week 2, we get Tier 2. Next week, Las Vegas will unlock Tier 3 and then Tier 4. And, you know, once we hit Tier 4, I'm going to feel a lot more confident about the rest of the season. Once again, we already have a win on the season, and we're going to have 10-plus races still in the regular season to get some good results and maintain a points lead and maintain into the championship 10. As far as I know, I am locked into the playoffs unless I just absolutely tank and suck for every single race and more than 10 other drivers get wins and, you know, become more consistent than me. But this is what it is, man. We will be racing with Tier 2 gear this week in Atlanta. Now, let's go ahead and start work because the garage is very loud. I'm sure I'm kind of droned out over it a little bit. Let's go ahead and check out our sponsor, Cooks, for a 22 or 20-second finish. I haven't had anything to drink yet, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that is going to change. We will get into that here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get into the race, right? Let's load into the race. I'll kind of talk about it. I'm actually going to be quiet while we load in, see Atlanta. I feel like we're going to have some trucks ripping by us here in the intro. And you know me. I love the intro.
The thunder of NASCAR racing roars in Echo Park Speedway this weekend. Get ready for high-speed action, heart-pounding drama, and non-stop thrills. Don't miss the lap. Echo Park Speedway is about tonight.
Alrighty, there we go. That should be it, man. I'll go ahead and talk a little bit here. Let's just actually go ahead and get practice going. Start session. So, once again, I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. That's the version that I'm doing this Let's Play on, the series on. You guys all watch me play on the Xbox Series X. I also bought a copy of this game on the PS5. I've talked about that throughout the entire series so far. PS5 version, I like to have a couple of beers, but it's basically a practice run. I get to run trucks, arc all that, a little bit ahead of what I do over here on the Xbox. Just get a feel for everything. This track was a wash. I finished dead last. I could not keep her straight. Now, I did the upgrades a little bit different. I only upgraded the engine and I think chassis or something. I did not do 4 upgrades to make my truck, the entirety of my truck, tier 2. It was like tier 1, tier 2, tier 2, tier 1. Now, I think that played a little bit of a factor. That's why I upgraded all 4 parts to tier 2 here. Now, I am going to get run over. Now, the truck feels a little bit better, all right? Now, here, I'm actually going to pause. Because I don't want the game to be, screaming over me here, which it appears to be doing according to OBS. So I want to talk a little bit. I should have talked before I hopped in the truck, but game's so dang loud. I was struggling. This track really tricky when you don't have all the same parts. The reason I'm not doing any specific setups, the setups, they don't really work if your car's not fully or your truck's not fully upgraded to like at least tier 5, I would say, maybe tier 6. But also, a lot of tracks like these, I run better without setups. I get better long run speed and stuff. Once again, I only have tier 2 parts, so that's not going to play a big factor in today. But my plan for the day is really survive. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good result. It's such a drafting track. It is such a tricky track where Daytona is, 90%, 95% speed. This track is also a lot of speed, but handling is much bigger in this track, I would say. I think this track handling is much more important. And we'll see, drafting, all that stuff, the arrow of my car is only tier 2 as well, so it's going to be a struggle. I plan on running in the back. If I even finish, in the top 30 out of 36 cars, I would be shocked. I think I'm going to be bottom 6 cars. So we are going to crack a couple bush lights and have some fun. Celebrate our Daytona win a little bit more. Tier 2, I mean, it's a long season. May do 2 seasons in this truck, may not. We will see. I would like to come back here and run Atlanta again at full speed, but, it's going to be kind of a wash. I hate to say that. I'm not going to say, skip this episode, come back another time. We're going to try to have fun, man. We're going to battle hard, of course, but we're going to relax a little bit. Tier 2, I don't want to overwork. We're just going to go out there and try to learn is what I'm saying. So try to learn with me, man. Let's go ahead and get back into practice. See if we can't draft a little bit, hop in line or something. Now, the main goal is to survive the corners. So far, I've been okay.
Still there.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little loose. Ooh, yeah, look at the... Ooh, man, look at that truck. My truck is sideways. Now, it's hanging on in the draft, though. That is a big deal for me. Now, if I can just survive these corners... Look at it. It's not turning at all. And then I'm sideways. Oh, hold on to her. Man. Yeah, that's essentially what I'm dealing with here. Everything in my car is tier 2. I am not going to be able to hang on whatsoever, man. It is going to be a deal of surviving. I think the only chance I have is that a lot of trucks get damaged and I slowly climb. But I mean, every restart, we're going to be in the pack, in the middle of the pack, back of the pack, it doesn't matter. And it is going to be a game of surviving. Now, I'm all by myself up to speed, and my truck's still going to get sideways. So we're going to have to lift like crazy, man. I don't think we're going to be competitive whatsoever. I think we're going to get dead last this race. So I will say, if there is a race to skip so far in this series, it is probably going to be this one. Now, we can run up high. Let's see if up high... Oh, my gosh. Nope, it is loose up here, too. I was going to say, up high, a little bit more track. Maybe I can hang on to her a little bit better, but not really, man. Not really whatsoever. And, I mean, I could try to make the truck tighter, but it tends to, if I make the truck tighter, I can't turn. And I just go up and hit the wall. So I think the play is going to be just run slow. We are a back runner. Why do I not have my car? Wait a minute. Oh! Wait a minute. I don't have the design on my car. That is weird. Oh, okay. I got questions. I have questions. Do I have to make 2 paint schemes? That doesn't seem right. I'm not running my camo truck that I was running. Hold up. I got to return to the garage here. I have some questions. Something's not right. I'm going to back out with you guys.
How's the car feel?
Let's actually leave this session. We're going to quit. And I got to figure that out because I want my paint job. That is strange. Yeah, we're going to leave. What the hell is happening, dude? So it's not here. Don't save. I mean, what slot 1 is that? Could it be it? I don't know. Okay, slot 1 is. So do I have to save to all slots? I don't understand. All existing designs in this series and career. Save. Okay. So there we go. We saved it to. Oops, I already did that. Nope, we don't have to do it twice. Now we back out. Whoop. No, I got to back out even further. Oops. Nope, back out. Don't save. Back out. Slot 2. All right, because I have 2 slots. Still a Toyota. Is it going to be? Now it is. Okay, sweet. So I just forgot to copy that paint scheme over. As I was saying in the beginning of the race, that first car, Tier 1 gear on the right, Daytona, that had the paint scheme. The other truck did not. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Let's reload Atlanta. I'm glad we figured that out, because I noticed it was a black car or a black truck, and I was like, wait a minute, I want my paint scheme, man. I worked really hard on that. All right, that's probably the most creative I've ever been with the paint scheme. All right, that's saying something. I don't care about the paint scheme because I normally don't record, or I make that lazy green one, but nah, man, that blue truck right there, beautiful. Absolutely love it. Return to race. Luckily, I had you guys along the whole time, so it's not like I rage quit and rejoined or had bad results. I didn't even have really a good practice lap, so here we go. We loaded up the wrong truck. the wrong paint scheme here. I'm going to go ahead and skip the intro now. I mean, I will try another practice lap or two, but I don't think we're going to be all that great, man. Fortunately, I think it's just going to be kind of right along and log laps, be a back runner here in week 2, which
Take your time
there's
out
no
there and let the car come to you.
disrespect in that, man. There's a lot of people in the real NASCAR series, they just go out to gain experience, kind of log laps at the back, and then they slowly climb the ranks through NASCAR. You know, you got to go out and run a series on a lower budget team, just gain experience, get practice, and eventually maybe you contract into a bigger team, or maybe that lower budget team finally gets a little bit more funding, sponsors and stuff, and then they start slowly building up better. I want to say, I hate to say it, but like one in the cup that one team in the cup that comes to mind, it's going to be Front Row Motorsports. I kind of remember them not being all that great, but they have really turned it into a pretty dang good team. They're pretty competitive now, week in, week out. I don't think that used to be the case, but a few others as well. I can't remember the name of the team that Carson Hocevar race. Aspire, I think, right? Spire, Carson Hocevar races. I feel like Spire's always kind of been a back running organization too until recently. They've really gotten some speed here recently. Now, a little bit of controversy with that, of course, as there always is in NASCAR, if you are following all of that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to let off big time. I don't know how I can survive that corner. That is kind of the tricky part, I guess. Because I mean, it doesn't matter where I run, man. If I'm up high, yep, there it is, there it goes. Yeah, and then I gotta catch it. Oh, Nelly, man. Yeah, that is not going to be good at all. That is going to be tough. You can just see the car. I mean, I may be too loose.
Let us know what you need.
But 25% tight is just way too much, man. So maybe we can come over to here. Gosh, what can we fix? I mean, I tinkered with the sway bar a little bit. I mean, that's...
Okay, we'll get it ready for you to get back out there.
It's so hard to say, man. I really don't know all too well on what to adjust. I usually tend to do other people's custom setups. I mean, we will give this a shot. I mean, I feel a little bit tighter. I could just be making it up, though. Oh no, I'm definitely tighter. Oh yeah, the truck is way tighter. Good. So maybe once we're up to speed on the actual banking here, maybe that'll help us out a little bit. And we will sure see. I feel like it was too loose in the center of the corner. I know that's the issue. I don't know how to fix that without screwing up the entire corner.
Outside now.
Now we're still gaining speed here. So that corner's not really going to say a whole lot. It's, well, I guess we're going to test it with drafting buddies. Not ideal. I wanted to kind of run on my own here, but you won't be running alone in the race, so I guess this makes sense. What? Oh, no. I was going to say it feels better, but I lost it a little bit there. Holy cow. All right, let's... they're catching me again, man. I'm right in the middle of all these cars practicing. I was going to say, let's try it again without traffic. I'm letting off a little bit here. Still pretty dang loose, but it felt better. I lifted. I'm going to try it without lifting now in turns 1 and 2. I got traffic right behind me, though, so that's going to kind of affect how my truck feels. But Let's see. All right, center of the track here. I lifted again. Oh, man. But let me tell you, I'm surviving in traffic. Oh, corner exit, corner exit. I'm surviving in traffic. I just got to lift a hell of a lot more. You can see I can't block. I'm not going to be super competitive, but this truck feels better. This truck feels a hell of a lot better. Now, I didn't lift entering the corner there, and you can see I shot right up the track and then contact, and we're going to save it. Oh, man, we're wheeling the hell out of this thing. I should get a camera, man. I really should get a camera so you guys can see just how much I'm wheeling this thing. It's all these saves, man. I'm basically like the Cars movie. I'm driving sideways, turning to the right. It's probably not great for the tires, but all right, man, we're going to go ahead and return to the garage. I think that's about as good as she's going to get.
What do you think so far? Need any adjustments?
Hate to say it, we will let that setup ride. I felt a little bit better with that setup. I could probably tweak it even more and then, you know, really get a truck that can sit under me. I don't know. I don't want to be here for the next hour and a half just tweaking the truck, man. It's a tier 2 truck. You know, it's basically a wash. I've accepted that. We already got a win on the season, right? So it's good. Our win at Daytona paid for all of our upgrades with money to spare.
We're up. Get out
So
there.
I think that's great. We'll go ahead and I'm just going to talk during this qualify session here. You know, I'm not expecting a whole lot.
Okay, show us that clean lap.
Honestly, as long as we don't destroy this car, I'm going to feel good. Now, it doesn't really matter if we destroy this truck. I keep saying car. I'm sorry. I mean truck. But as long as we don't destroy this truck, I'm going to feel good. It doesn't matter because we're going to upgrade these tier 2 parts to tier 4 in race 4. So it really does not matter if we destroy it. We're going to have to buy all new parts anyway. But I'll feel good, right? I think it's, what, 100 lap race here at Atlanta? At Echo Park, I think. I'm going to have to double check. Oh, maybe not. No, maybe it's more. It's going to be more than that. It's going to definitely be more than 100. I don't know, but there's going to be a lot of laps, man. If we can survive all those laps, I'm going to feel pretty dang good about myself. I will tell you that. Now, we are going to lift getting into the corner here. Yep, starting to lose her. Just lift a little bit. Yeah, we're going to be starting at the tail end of the field. That is for damn sure, but... yeah, sponsor goal, top 27. That is not going to work. That's pretty ballsy of the game to be like, hey, man, get a top 27, even though your truck's going to suck, and it's Atlanta, which is an incredibly difficult drafting / handling track. And they're going to stick you in gear, or stick you with gear. Level 2 gear, if I can talk. Man, I can't even talk. Funny enough, I'm not that far off the pace. I'm only about 1.5 tenths behind Caleb Costner. I mean, if there's damage, I mean, with strategy, this could play into my favor. I guess we will see. It really depends if the truck comes to me on the long run or if it just drifts away. I don't know, man. With that, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is definitely going to be a not so great, absolutely not great of a race on my behalf. We are going to get probably a 30th on back finish, but I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to try to stay clean. If you're old enough, man, have a beer with me. I'm going to have a couple of Busch Lights while we race. Just enjoy it. I'll be back during any cautions and at the end of the race for any updates. Stage breaks, we'll be back. If not, I'm going to mute myself during all green flag racing. And, well, I'll just talk to you guys in a little bit. Hopefully, I'm not the caution, right?
Get on your feet. It's time to go NASCAR Truck Series racing as we go trackside for the most famous words in all of motorsports. Drivers, start your engine!
Flip the switch. Time to go. Be ready. Go, go, go. One bottom. Stay high. Clear bottom. Set to go. flag. Okay, shake it off. We got plenty more race left.
Well, hopefully I can pause my music in time here.
Pit road.
I'm having a blast, man. I know this ain't going to be a great race for you guys to watch. It's, you know, definitely probably the worst race you will see in this series up to this point. But, you know, I'm battling my ass off. I'm fighting, man. You can see I got a little squirrely a couple times. I'm trying new things. I'm finding if I point the steering wheel to the right throughout most of the corner, I don't spin. I still got to let off the gas a little bit, but I'm carrying speed. I'm not getting lapped like I thought I was. I thought I'd get lapped like crazy. That is not the case. I'm not even going to pit. Yeah, I better
You good
pit.
with this strategy, driver? Bring her
I was
around.
like, I don't know if I got to pit, but yeah, I want to keep pace with the man. Like, I'm not going 40 laps down. I'm going to go ahead and pause
to the
here. I got to
green.
take a potty break anyway. But, man, if you guys are drinking alongside with me, man, I hope I hope you're enjoying it. I'm, you know, good ASMR in the background of if you know, got something else going, watching something or playing a game. But I will be right back. Yeah, through the power of editing, you guys will never know there is a break there. But yeah, man, I'm having a blast. When I mute myself, I'm actually jamming to some old country music. Having a blast drinking a couple beers. I don't get to do this in this series because we take it so serious and we're competitive and I want to race clean. But, you know, if I'm going to be running dead last, might as well enjoy ourselves, right? So trying to make light of a not so great situation. But I hope you guys enjoy it. It's definitely good ASMR. Feel free to crank her up. You know what? I won't even talk if there's a caution. I'll be back at the next stage break. How about that? We will just let it be ASMR for the entirety of stage 2, and we'll be back.
10 away. Green, green, green. Car inside. Stay high. Clear low if you want it. 10 to go now. one more time.
That is about it for stage 2. It's just going to end for me here because I'm not in the
We'll get it,
top
buddy.
10.
Stay
Yes,
focused.
sir. Yeah, I decided halfway through, man, let's go ahead and swap to first person, give you something to watch, right? We normally don't run first person. And
Pit road's open this
you know,
time.
this is fun. It's kind of bringing back my early days of iRacing. You know, just practicing. It kind of like iRacing at Charlotte. If you unlock trucks or run trucks at Charlotte early on, trying to just class up. You know, it's kind of what it's racing like right here if you pretend. But yeah, we'll go ahead and pit, man. 4 fresh tires, 2 cans of fuel. Expect more of the same here in stage 3. I don't know how many laps are left. We'll see here shortly. I'll talk just for maybe a lap or so before I mute and get that going. I'm going to see if I can do a full race replay. If I can do a full race replay and get the front pack recorded, I will absolutely do that for you guys and then post that separately alongside it. I don't know if I do a replay, if it's only going to cover me or if it'll cover the whole field.
Stay high.
So I am curious about that, but we're not even halfway through this race yet, so we've got quite a ways to go. But that, man, feel free to crank me back up. I'll go ahead and mute, and I guess, yeah, we'll be back if there are any cautions.
Try to coast a little if you can. Save us some fuel. All right, bring it in and pit this time. All right, change up the strategy and we'll do the work. Back it down. Stay on the blend line now. Leaders in the pits. Leaders on pit road. Leader is pitting. Inside. Clear low. Car low. Clear inside. Car low. Clear inside. 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 Clear low. 10 to go this time. To go now. Outside door. Clear outside. 1 high. 3 wide. 4 wide. 2 to go. Flag here. Car outside. 3 wide. Clear up top. chin up. We'll get things turned
Ah, man, I held on to her for 132 laps. Had a couple run-ins with the wall over the course of the first 132 laps. Nothing too severe, but that last one, man, that did me in. I had no handling after that. All the leaders were coming up on me, so I just rode low. Went about as well as I thought it did. I was hopeful there. With about 4 to 5 to go, I was like, oh, maybe I get 32nd, you know, instead of 36. That 4 points, 5 points, not a whole, you know, big deal, I guess. But yeah, it went about as good as I expected. Let's see, view replay. Am I able to? If I go back to the start, I may have to turn my controller on for this, and I sure am. Oh, that is the start. Okay. No, it's not. I can only go as far back as lap 19. So, yeah, good thing I'm not even doing the full replays, because, yeah, I sure can't. Yeah, that's dumb. That is really dumb. And out of curiosity, no, I can only, well, yeah, I can only follow my own truck anyway. So, yep, would not work, unfortunately. We're going to have to go back. Continue. Let's not reset that race. That is one race I do not want to race again. Clean racing. Yeah, I didn't touch another truck, man. I couldn't. I couldn't catch them. And, well, when they caught me, I just got out of the way. So, you know, if there's one thing to be proud of, it's clean racing. We're 2 bush lights in, so none of that really comes from being hammered. I've won 25 races at the end of the ARCA season. No change. Actually, no, my 25th win was Daytona. I think. I don't know. We definitely didn't win that one, but we're going to get one whopping point, man. One big point out of that whole thing. Good news is we're never going to have to run another level 2 again, if I am not mistaken. We're going to go ahead and check here before we do our debrief. We got week 3 Las Vegas. Let's go to Parts Store. Should have Tier 3, and we sure do. So we'll go ahead and buy Tier 3 gear for Las Vegas. That is good there. Good to know. Going into the next episode, points-wise, well, straight up points were not that great, but when it comes to wins, we're still technically second overall because of our win at Daytona. Average finish 18.5. That's what I mean. That win at Daytona is massive, man. It is absolutely huge. I don't think I can stress how big that win was last week at Daytona. Today went exactly how I thought it did. You know, I want to say I'm sorry for the bad racing, but I told you, you know, what to expect, and that was exactly it. I was damn near clean all the way. I mean, I technically didn't bring out a caution, so I'll take that. And then I didn't wreck anybody else, so I'll take that. But yeah, my poor truck got beat up pretty good there. But with that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stuck around the entire episode, type enchilada. You know, that's a random food that I'm thinking of right now. Sounds good. Enchiladas sound great, actually, right now. I don't know why. But yeah, man, I will see you guys in Las Vegas. Las Vegas should be a lot more competitive. A, the draft won't be as big. B, will have Tier 3 gear, which is always going to help every time you can level up. So, that, man, not much to say here. Just kind of a back runner race where we just have to kind of get it out of the way and, you know, buy better gear and move on to greener pastures, I guess. I don't know. But that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in Las Vegas for race number 3.